Well, hello everybody. It's Ronnie with Whip and Chain. I work with Maggie, Lauren, and myself, obviously, to bring you fun crochet tutorials. Today's tutorial is another easy one. It is a linked half double crochet. I'm trying to knock out the tutorials for the linked stitches because they're actually getting popular, and there's very little when it comes to many ways of learning how to do this. So I just grabbed some yarn that I had in my closet. This is Hobby Lobby's. I love this yarn, and this is called Sugar Plum, and I'm using just a 5mm clover hook. Like I said, I just grabbed from my stash because I want to show you how to do this beautiful stitch, because it is a beautiful stitch and it works well if you don't want major gaps in your stitches and you need to use single, half double, double, treble stitches. It works wonderful. So the pleasure of this stitch is there's no multiples. You can do anything you want, but because you got to start with a half double, a linked half double, after you get your multiples that you want, I'm just asking you to add 2 so you're not shortening the size that you want, okay? And obviously I'm just going to do a sample. And like I said, there's no multiples, so there's really no reason for me to have to count. I'm just going to knock out a small chain, again, because it's just a small swatch that I'm making to show you how to do this beautiful stitch. So that looks big enough. And since I like that, I'm going to add 2. All right. Beginning with this is not hard. It just needs a little patience, but once you got it, you got it. Okay. Second chain from the hook. And once you put your hook in, go through and bring it through and pull up some yarn. Okay. This is just how you begin. It's okay. Now go into your next stitch. Go in and pull up some yarn. You will have 1, 2, 3 loops on your hook. You wrap. You go through all 3. Now, after you go through all 3, you're going to see, let me see if I can show you. You're going to see 3 bars. One at the very top, one in the middle, one at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. We're always going to be working on the second bar, okay? Not the first, not the bottom. Here's the first, there's the second, there's the third. So what you do is you go into that second bar, grab some yarn, bring it up. Then you go into your next stitch, grab some yarn, bring it up, wrap, and go through all 3. Now you've made your second half double. Go into that second bar, go into your next stitch, grab some yarn, bring it up, and go through. That is how you do the linked half double. Isn't that really great? See those 3 bars? Go through that middle bar and bring up some yarn through it. Then you go through your next stitch and do it. One, 2, and 3. Middle bar, right there. Middle bar. Yes, it is actually that easy. The middle bar, wrap, and bring it through. Your next stitch. Middle bar, you go through, grab some yarn, and bring it back through. Middle bar. And you just do this completely to the end. Nothing different at the end. So now, how you start each row, you turn your work. Chain 2, 1 and 2. Go into your second stitch from the hook. Go in it, bring some yarn up and through. Now you can proceed. Go into your next stitch, bring up some yarn, wrap, and go through. The middle stitch, and there. Middle stitch, middle stitch, middle stitch. See? So when you go through that middle stitch, make sure once you go through it, you grab your yarn and you go back through it. Okay? Now this is a beautiful stitch to make blankets. You can do this in the round. I'm going to show you how to do that in the round. Now when you do this, you don't want to pull, if you're a very tight crocheter, you don't want to pull your stitches really tight because it might be, you might struggle getting into that stitch. And this row, you turn, just chain 2, you go into your second stitch, bring up some yarn, then you just go in. And you just keep doing the same thing over and over. It's always the middle stitch. Remember, it's the same thing even up to your very last stitch. Just like that. I'm going to do a few rows and I'll be back. Okay, I did a few more rows. See how beautiful this is? This linked half double crochet is at one of my top charts of favorite stitches, especially when you do it in multiple colors, like variegated. The back, now I did weave in my ends, just so you know, but the back, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And it stretches some, but not horrible. The single crochet is the least of the stretchy, I would say. But you don't have a lot of gaps in here. So if you wanted to use this for like making a baby blanket or something, not a ton of gaps. All right, so let's dive into doing the half double in rounds. Now I'm starting with a magic ring. If you want to start with a chain and slip stitch to the first stitch, you can do a chain 3, and that's fine. After you do the chain 3, you join and then chain 2. So with a magic ring, you chain 1, so you just need to chain 1 more. All right. So now, basically starting the same way, but second chain from the hook, you go in there, grab some yarn, bring it up. Now you go into the ring and you grab some yarn, bring it up, wrap, go through all the stitches. Now again, you just go into that middle bar, grab some yarn, go back into your circle, bring yarn up and wrap and go through all. All right, second bar, bring up, go in, wrap, and go through all 3. Now we did 3 stitches, let's do 3 more. Second bar. The dog is sleeping if you hear him. Five, second bar, and 6. Now there's 2 ways to work this. You can, if you want to do a join, 3, 4, 5, you do your join. Okay. And then all you do is you chain 2 again. You go into your second stitch, bring up some yarn, go back in your stitch, 3 loops, wrap, and go through all 3. And then you just continue the way we've been taught to do your stitches. Always in the second bar, bring up yarn and go in your stitches. However your count is. Now me, I personally, I'd say over 80% of what I do in the rounds, I don't do the join because the join is very noticeable for me. So I just continue in the rounds. So that being said, you just continue going into that middle bar, bring up yarn, and you go into your next stitch. Hear him snoring? He's a crazy dude. And then you just continue. There's nothing special or something different that you gotta do. You're just doing the same thing. So I'm just putting 2 stitches in every, anyway, I'm just putting 2 stitches in each one. I'm just doubling up and I'm marking my stitch because I will lose track because I talk. So you're going in that second stitch, bring up yarn, and I'm just putting 2 in each stitch to double my count from 6 to 12. That's all, like you normally do with increasing. So it's just continuous. You keep going in that second bar. Just like that. He must be sleeping good. See? Just in that bar. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And second bar. 11 and 12. That's what it looks like so far. So now I'm just going to do my normal increases, and I'm going to do some rounds of it. So you go into this second bar, do one in this stitch, and I'll mark it. And then the next stitch I will do 2. Just like that. Next stitch I'll just do 1. Again, I'm just going into the middle stitch, the middle bar. Okay, that is it. That is how you do the half double in the round. So I'm going to do a few rounds of these, just a normal increasing, and I'll be back. Okay, I just slip stitched to tie it off, nothing special. But look at how pretty this is. Absolutely stunning. This stitch works so well in the round and working in the rows. So thank you for watching our tutorials. My name is Ronnie. I work with Maggie and Lauren to bring you beautiful crochet tutorials and learning new stitches. And here at Whip and Chain, it's always a work in progress. And please help us continue to bring these videos to you by hitting that subscribe button. That helps us out a ton. And again, next time, please join us on our Facebook page, and I'll be happy to see you there and answer any questions you may have. Happy hooking, everybody.